back underway. More than 200 deportees arrived today in the capital city of Bogota, where Colombia's president welcomed them, saying they're now free and in a country that loves them. It makes you wonder why he initially rejected U.S.-flown deportation flights just 2 days ago and only agreed to accept them after President Trump threatened a trade war. Results like this are why the president calls his border action a major win for the U.S.
And very importantly, America is respected again. We're respected again. Isn't that nice? You know, after years of laughing at us like we're stupid people. And as you saw yesterday, we've made it clear to every country that they will be taking back our people that we're sending out, the criminals, the illegal aliens coming from their countries. We're taking them back, and they're going to take them back fast. And if they don't, they'll pay a very high economic price, and we're going to immediately install massive tariffs, and it'll be placed on them, and other sanctions.
In the meantime, federal agents began their first major illegal immigration raids here in New York City. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem joined those agents on the raids, posting this video you're looking at now from the front lines, showing ICE agents removing illegal immigrants that have been charged with kidnapping, assault, and burglary. President Trump making no apologies for following through on that campaign promise.
We're tracking down the illegal alien criminals. We're detaining them, and we are throwing them the hell out of our country. We have no apologies, and we're moving forward very fast.
And the no-nonsense message his administration is sending already seems to be working. Listen to this. Border agents are reporting shockingly low numbers of illegal crossing guys, a nearly 95% drop from the height of the border crisis under Biden to the first days of Trump's presidency after just 1 week. Trump spoke about this sudden drop.
I got a call from Tom Homan and some of the people. They said, sir, it's unbelievable. There is nobody. You have this huge area. It's a gathering area. It's always been packed with these people. What they did to our country is so unbelievable. That they could do this to our country is so horrible. But he said there's nobody there. And then they actually put it on television. I got to see it. And there was literally not one person, this vast area where people stay there all day long and they just walk right into our country.
And as predicted, not everyone is happy about this illegal immigration crackdown. The View is calling it, of course.
I think there's a very clear message as to what this president wants the look of a criminal migrant to look like, what an undocumented migrant. And I think that's racist. Let me also say, they are also racially profiling in doing this. I am disappointed, disgusted, and saddened by what I'm seeing.
And pop star Selena Gomez posting this video of her sobbing over the deportation flights, which she quickly deleted.
All my people are getting attacked. The children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Border czar Tom Homan had a blunt response to the celeb's video yesterday.
We're going to do this job, and we're going to enforce the laws of this country. If they don't like it, then go to Congress and change the law. It's just all for the good of this nation, and we're going to keep going. No apologies. We're moving forward.
Yeah, and where were those tears when these guys were denouncing sanctuary cities and removing illegal border crossers?
To ignore the federal law regarding the reporting of illegal immigrants and, in fact, provide sanctuary to these immigrants.
Pick up the New York Times today. There's a city not far across the river from my state that imposed the similar sanctions. And what they found out is, as a consequence of that, their city went in the dumps, in the dumpster. Stores started closing. Everything started to happen. And they changed the policy.
So, Senator Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up.
Oh, Paul Morrow, so much to unpack here.
Oh, man. So what changed? I got to wonder, what changed? I mean, these are all the same people who were saying they were going to crack down. All of a sudden, they weren't, right? Let's advance the story a little bit. First of all, very clearly, they came in hot on this issue, and there's a controlling mind. It's organized. Full disclosure, about 6 months, I had occasion to have a conversation with Tom Homan. He told me then, I was trying to tease out of him, what's the plan? He told me there is a plan. I'm not telling you. Very clearly, there's a plan, right? They're doing the press right. They're putting out who they're grabbing. They got my buddy Derek Malton as the acting head of DEA. He's a hard charger. The whole thing's coming together. You can see it's synchronized. Here's the next shoe to drop. And you and I were talking about this, Harris. While you're grabbing these guys and you're getting them out, the worst of the worst, 13, TDA, the cartels, you got to gather the intel. Behind all of this, the controlling minds are going to be the analysts. There are faceless people who we're never going to know who are heroes. They're sitting in cubicles. They're down in D.C. They're synchronizing all this information. They're the ones who are going to go through the phones, go through the social media, do the translations, and find the children.
That's right.
And talking about finding the 300,000 kids, it's not going to be the characters like me who are running around in the field. It's going to be these analysts who are going to be piecing together information and saying, this kid's MIA. Where is this kid? Look at this. It turns up in this phone. We better look over here.
That's right. You and I had similar conversations with Tom Homan, so not all of it was, feathered out. I tracked down the numbers. The 80 to 85,000 where it started was from last June of 2024. We knew that from former Secretary of DHS Mayorkas. That's how many they thought they had. Then later in August, Josh Hawley, who is the senator of Missouri, said, no, the number's more like 291,000 undocumented missing children. We saw that balloon. And then what Homan and his team will have to do is go back now. And he said that would be phase 2 when he was on with me not long ago. Phase 2 would be going back through the information that I didn't know who was gathering it until you just said all that. But they've been working all this time, and that's how they're finding out where some of these kids are going to be. And then that's phase 2, go in and get those little ones. I mean, that is on our soul. We cannot let little ones be harmed in all of this. It's bad enough. We don't have them on enough of a grid to go get them day one. So they're working mightily now.
And that's why the crocodile tears, Kennedy, are so difficult to stomach and watch, as there was an immediate, phenomenal response to the synchronized and organized effort. Where were those tears about all of the children and the women who've been disproportionately affected, raped, kidnapped, assaulted, murdered by the historical statistics? Why has that crowd been quiet that entire time? Shouldn't they be the first ones to cheer this phenomenal result?
Why hasn't Selena Gomez been crying about femicide in some of those border towns? Why isn't she crying about 300,000 missing children who have been trafficked? Why doesn't that sadden Sunny Hostin? Why isn't she upset that people have been snatched from the countries where they're from? Their parents have given these cartels everything, and then they're sexually trafficked and discarded. Where's the outrage for any of that? Because I think it's incredibly racist to lump everyone together and saying this big blob of Hispanic people, they're just here to do one thing. No, you've got half the people who are here to work and make this country better and have good lives for their families. And then you have the people who come in who have no regard for human life, who, set people on fire and terrorize cities. So those are two vastly different groups of people, but lumping them in together as though protecting the bad guys breaks your heart, very disingenuous.